but you know everything in it. I want to buy the steal it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give y'all a poem on my roll called Are You Slave or Are You Free? You know, I want you to think about what I'm saying because you got people who free who think people who are free were really enslaved, and people who are slaves are really free, based off the mindset, not so much where you really at. So am I a slave or am I free? Do they really know what goes on in my community? The things that they tell me, they say they don't know about, do they really know about? For instance, it is $89 per bed per night for each inmate. So I ask myself, am I really slave or am I free? When they know the things that I'm selling in my community is really going to eventually incarcerate me. For instance, if I don't own any planes or any boats, how do the drugs get over here? And when they get to my community, they're waiting to catch me up so they can catch a bigger person. And when I start getting in prison, what happens to me? When I get out, what happens? I'm working for them in there for 3 cents a day. When I get out, what happens? I can't get a job because I have something on my record. What's on my record? Also, I cannot vote. So I ask you once again, am I slave or am I free? So what do? I go back to the community, and the things that I vowed not to do again, I find myself doing, selling and doing things that I said I would never do because I understand that in my mind, I am a slave, but physically I'm still free. So you have brothers that are locked up that are more free than those who are walking the streets. So I ask you once again, am I a slave or am I really free? The question to that answer is up to you. Only you know the real answer. Are you really a slave or are you free? You come across, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, who they really don't know where they are, and saying that, I like the natural hair look, things like that, and that's real cool. And it ain't for everybody, but I like it, I like the look. And it's one thing that I was sharing with him before the show started that I look at, and anything that's alive moves. If it's dead, it doesn't. So I ask you, when you wake up in the morning, one of my prayers is, I want to improve daily. So as I improve, the people around me can improve. And if they improve, we can improve and affect the world. But if I'm not moving, I'm not making any changes, then I'm dead. The people I'm going around, guess what? I'm killing them too because I don't have nothing positive to give them and I'm not trying to learn. So then eventually what happens is I got a group of dead people. We still alive physically, but spiritually and with our thoughts, we dead. So what happens is we dead, and guess what? I got a young person around me all the time, a younger person. So what am I doing to them? I'm killing them. They have no vision. They have no inspiration because I don't have anything that I'm motivating them with. So I ask you once again, are you dead or are you alive? First question was, are you free or are you slave? The second question is, are you dead or are you alive? What are you doing? Are you trying to improve daily? That's my prayer for the community. That's what New Deal is about, improvement. Because if they improve, they can knock that wall down. Knock that wall down, boom, they got more space to help your kids. To help your kids, and this I'm here, but at the same time, I'm gonna be away for a while. When I come back, this is the bookstore I want to work with. I've already told them I'm committed to this. This is not just something for show. This is something I'm committed to. I do motivation speeches, I do comedy, I do poetry. So I'm gonna do a poem. I'm in and out, but this is a motivational spot coming out right there. I did comedy earlier. We'll give y'all another poem. This ain't something that I just talk about. This is something I actually believe in. Because if I'm not gonna give 100%, I don't fool with it. But this poem right here is called What Really Matters to You, and you have to think about what matters, because things that matters to people, they pull close. Things that matter to you, you find a reason and a way to keep it close to you and develop it. So, do your children really matter to you? When you continue to push them off on other people and find other reasons and excuses to blame other people for things that your children do, like the school, the church home, or the other kids in the block. Do your children really matter to you when you never have time for them because they go to school, early care, after care, they come home, they eat and go back to bed. And then on Saturdays, you throw them out the house. Do your children really matter to you when you can never find a reason to spend time with them, but you always find an excuse to push them off on somebody else? Do your children really matter to you when it's never their fault for when you see them doing wrong, but you blame yourself or you blame somebody else? Do your children really matter to you when you can leave them locked up in the car and say, oops, I forgot, and then the next thing you know, you're on the news? Do your children really matter to you when you can always find a reason for you to eat off the food stamps and never your kids? Do your children really matter to you when you got Section 8, but you got 5 other people staying with you, and your child can't even sleep in the bed? Do your children really matter to you when you find all these excuses to blame your child for things that you decide not to do and you're not bringing them up the right way? The answer to that question is they do not matter to you because you is what mattered to you. Because if your child mattered, you would make a change, you would do something about it. Thank you.